A new nation, a bold experiment, a beacon of hope. The dawn of America was not just the birth of a country, but the birth of an idea that would inspire generations to come. America's story is an epic tale of courage, determination, and the relentless pursuit of freedom. It is a narrative woven with the threads of countless lives, each contributing to the rich tapestry of a nation. From the first colonists who dared to dream of a better life to the countless individuals who fought for equality and justice, America's journey is a testament to the power of the human spirit. These early settlers, with their hopes and dreams, laid the foundation for a nation built on the principles of liberty and justice. America's journey is a testament to the power of the human spirit. It is a story of resilience, of overcoming adversity, and of striving for a better future. The diverse group of people who came together to form this nation brought with them a wealth of cultures, traditions, and ideas, all of which have contributed to the unique identity of America. The birth of America was not without its challenges. The early settlers faced numerous obstacles, from harsh weather conditions to limited resources, yet they persevered, driven by a vision of a new life and a new beginning. Early settlers faced harsh conditions, battling the elements and the unknown. They built homes, cultivated the land, and established communities, all while holding on to the hope of a brighter future. And the fight for independence was long and bloody. The Revolutionary War was a grueling conflict marked by numerous battles and significant sacrifices. The soldiers who fought in this war did so with unwavering resolve, knowing that the future of their fledgling nation depended on their courage and determination. But through it all, the American spirit endured. The resilience and determination of the American people saw them through the darkest of times, and their unwavering belief in the promise of liberty and justice for all kept the flame of hope alive. Fueled by an unwavering belief in the promise of liberty and justice for all, the fledgling nation persevered. The Declaration of Independence, a document that would become a cornerstone of American identity, was a bold assertion of the nation's commitment to these ideals. The American Revolution was a testament to the courage and determination of the American people. It was a fight not just for independence, but for the very ideals upon which the nation was founded. The patriots who stood firm in the face of adversity did so with the knowledge that they were fighting for a cause greater than themselves. It was a fight not just for independence, but for the very ideals upon which the nation was founded. The Founding Fathers, with their vision and foresight, laid the groundwork for a nation that would stand as a beacon of hope and freedom for the world. The victory at Yorktown in 1781 marked the end of the war and the beginning of a new era for America. This pivotal moment in history signaled the birth of a new nation, one that would go on to shape the course of history. With the signing of the Treaty of Paris in 1783, Great Britain formally recognized the independence of the United States of America. This momentous event marked the official end of the Revolutionary War and the beginning of a new chapter in American history. The 13 colonies, once under British rule, were now a sovereign nation, free to chart their own course in the world. This newfound independence brought with it both opportunities and challenges, as the young nation set out to establish its identity and place in the world. July 4th, 1776, a date that would forever alter the course of history, marking the birth of a new nation. A date etched in the annals of history, symbolizing the dawn of a new era of freedom and self-governance. On this day, the Founding Fathers signed the Declaration of Independence, a document that would change the world forever. It was a bold and unprecedented move, one that would set the stage for the creation of a nation built on the ideals of liberty and justice. It was a radical declaration, asserting the right of the American colonies to govern themselves. The Founding Fathers, through intense debates and discussions, crafted a vision of a society where the people held the power, not a distant monarch. The Declaration of Independence was more than just a declaration of war against Great Britain. It was a manifesto of human rights and a call to arms for all those who believed in the principles of freedom and equality. It was a powerful statement of principles, proclaiming that all men are created equal and endowed with certain unalienable rights. These words, penned by Thomas Jefferson, echoed the Enlightenment ideals that were sweeping through Europe at the time. These rights, including life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, formed the very foundation of the new nation. They were the guiding principles that would shape the United States' journey towards becoming a beacon of democracy. The words of the Declaration resonated far beyond the shores of America. They inspired countless individuals and movements across the globe, igniting the flames of revolution and the desire for self-determination. It inspired revolutions and movements for freedom around the globe. From the French Revolution to the Latin American Wars of Independence, the Declaration's message of liberty and equality found a receptive audience. The document became a beacon of hope for oppressed peoples everywhere, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit to strive for liberty and self-determination. It was a symbol of the possibility of a better, fairer world. The signing of the Declaration of Independence marked the birth of a new nation founded on the principles of liberty and equality. Every year, Americans celebrate this momentous occasion, reflecting on the sacrifices made and the values that continue to guide the nation. It was the culmination of years of struggle and sacrifice, and it set the stage for the long and arduous journey towards building a more perfect union. The fight for independence was just the beginning. The real challenge lay in creating a nation that lived up to the lofty ideals set forth in the Declaration. Today, the legacy of the Declaration of Independence lives on. It serves as a reminder of the enduring quest for freedom and justice and the ongoing effort to create a society where all individuals are treated with dignity and respect. The journey is far from over, but the principles enshrined in the Declaration continue to light the way. As we look back on that pivotal moment in history, we are reminded of the power of words and ideas to shape the world. The Declaration of Independence remains a timeless testament to the human spirit's unyielding desire for liberty and equality. The year is 1861. The United States, a young nation with the promise of liberty and justice for all, stands at a crossroads. The air is thick with tension, and the future of the country hangs in the balance. A nation forged in liberty finds itself on the brink of collapse. The ideals that once united the states are now tearing them apart. The North and the South are divided, not just by geography, but by fundamental differences in their way of life and beliefs. The issue of slavery, a moral stain on the nation's soul, has finally come to a head. For decades, the country has struggled with the question of human bondage, and now it can no longer be ignored. The cries for freedom and equality grow louder, echoing through the halls of power and across the land. Brother fights brother in the bloodiest conflict in American history. Families are torn apart and communities are ravaged by the horrors of war. The battlefields become a grim testament to the nation's internal strife, where courage and sacrifice are displayed on both sides. The Civil War was a defining moment in American history. It was a time when the very essence of the nation was put to the test. The principles of freedom, equality, and unity were challenged in ways never before imagined. It was a test of the very principles upon which the nation was founded. Leaders on both sides grappled with the immense responsibility of guiding their people through such a tumultuous period. Decisions made in this era would shape the future of the United States for generations to come. Could a nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal survive such a profound moral crisis? President Abraham Lincoln, a steadfast leader, believed in the promise of the Declaration of Independence and fought tirelessly to preserve the Union. For 4 long years, the nation was torn apart by war. The landscapes were scarred by battles, and the people endured unimaginable hardships. Soldiers on both sides faced the brutal realities of combat, while civilians struggled to maintain a semblance of normalcy amidst the chaos. From the battlefields of Gettysburg to the shores of Vicksburg, Americans fought and died for their beliefs. These pivotal battles became symbols of the larger struggle, where the fate of the nation was decided through blood and bravery. The human cost of the war was staggering, with hundreds of thousands of casualties on both sides. The loss of life and the suffering endured by countless families left an indelible mark on the nation's history. The gravestones and memorials serve as a solemn reminder of the sacrifices made. In the end, the Union prevailed, preserving the nation and ending the scourge of slavery. The victory was hard-won, and the path to reconciliation would be long and arduous. The surrender of the Confederate forces marked the beginning of a new chapter in American history. The victory came at a tremendous cost, but it also marked a new birth of freedom for America. The Emancipation Proclamation issued by President Lincoln declared the freedom of all enslaved people in the Confederate States, paving the way for a more just and equitable society. The nation had endured its greatest test and emerged stronger, more united, and more committed to the ideals of liberty and equality for all. The Reconstruction era brought new challenges and opportunities as the country worked to heal its wounds and build a future that honored the sacrifices of those who fought and died for freedom. Section 4. Progress and Innovation, the Industrial Revolution. The late 19th and early 20th centuries saw America transformed by the Industrial Revolution. Factories sprang up across the land, fueled by new technologies and a wave of immigration. Cities boomed, and the American spirit of ingenuity and innovation flourished. The Industrial Revolution brought about unprecedented economic growth and prosperity. New industries such as steel, oil, and railroads emerged and reshaped the American landscape. The automobile, the telephone, and the airplane were just a few of the groundbreaking inventions that transformed daily life. This era also saw the rise of great industrialists and entrepreneurs such as Andrew Carnegie, John D. Rockefeller, and Henry Ford. These titans of industry built vast empires and left an indelible mark on American business and society. However, the Industrial Revolution also had its downsides. Working conditions in factories were often harsh and dangerous. The gap between the rich and the poor widened, leading to social unrest and labor movements. Despite these challenges, the Industrial Revolution propelled America to the forefront of the world stage, establishing it as a global economic powerhouse. Section 5. The Great Depression, a nation tested. The Roaring Twenties came to a crashing halt with the stock market crash of 1929. The Great Depression gripped the nation, plunging millions into unemployment and despair. Breadlines stretched for blocks, and the American dream seemed to slip out of reach for many. The Great Depression was the worst economic crisis in American history. Banks failed, businesses shuttered, and farms went bust. Dust storms ravaged the Midwest, adding to the misery of millions. The American spirit was put to the ultimate test. Yet even in the face of such adversity, the American people showed remarkable resilience. Neighbors helped neighbors. Communities came together to support those in need. President Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal programs provided much-needed relief and helped to put the nation on the road to recovery. The Great Depression was a time of immense hardship and suffering, but it also revealed the strength and compassion of the American people. It was a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can endure and overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges.